Sage grouse are an icon of the West. They encompass an incredibly large area spanning 11 states, and they're really sensitive to fragmentation.
Hunters should be interested in this project because it will reduce mortality of these birds.
Hi, I'm Bob Marshall, Conservation Editor at Field and Stream. And this week we're outside of Billings, Montana to highlight the outstanding work being done by the Sage Grouse Initiative to protect the habitat of this magnificent western bird. Now, while habitat fragmentation is the greatest threat to sage grouse, an additional hazard is the fact that these low-flying birds have a hard time seeing fences while flying back and forth to their breeding grounds. Well, now help is on the way.
We've cut well over 200,000 pieces of fence markers. It's a great project and it helps protect the birds.
So we have two markers. One is a white marker that we'll use against a dark background. In areas where we have significant snow accumulation, we will put out the dark marker, and it shows up very well for those birds.
Another important component to the success of this team effort is the participation of the Special K Ranch.
Special K Ranch provides family-oriented Christian homes on a working ranch for adults with developmental disabilities. As part of our horticulture program, we propagate native seedlings for the Bureau of Land Management.
It's really important for the Bureau of Land Management to have an opportunity to partner with private landowners and public landowners to be able to develop these connective habitats for sage grouse. And so both parties get to benefit from this product.
Volunteers are everything for sage grouse. It requires all people, ranchers, agencies, nonprofits, and volunteers to bind together and team up, roll up the sleeves, and get the work done.
We tore out some fence. There was no use to it, and it was just in the way of the birds. And we planted sagebrush plants in a burnout area due to a large fire we had not too long ago, which wiped out a lot of cover.
Well, this is a Wyoming big sagebrush plant, and this is the same plant that we planted on the south side of David's property. It will take 15-20 years for those small plants to reach maturity.
The sagebrush is important to the grouse because it provides them cover, they nest in it, and it provides them with feed.
Hunters should be interested because I think we're all conservationists at heart. There's a chance that these birds could be placed on the endangered species list, and so if we can help anywhere and help volunteer landowner, it's in our best interest and the interest of the birds.
It's a funny thing that such a wild bird that's persisted for so long can be impacted by something as simple as a fence, and that a little marker can make such a big difference in reducing mortality.
It's hard to estimate how many total birds a year are killed because we don't know exactly how many fences there are, but through the Sage Grouse Initiative, we've marked about 535 miles, preventing roughly 2,800 collisions annually.
Well, thanks to the Sage Grouse Initiative, the dedicated employees at Core Enterprises and Special K Ranch, and all the volunteers who showed up today to work miles of fencing, the sage grouse in this part of Montana have one less hazard to worry about. To find out how you can make a difference in fish and wildlife habitat in your area, go to fieldandstream.com. Coming up on the next Hero for a Day, we travel to the Santaquin Wildlife Management Area south of Provo, Utah, for a volunteer effort to restore vital habitat for mule deer and other wildlife.